Maxis has appointed Goh Seow Eng as its CEO effective December 1st, 2022. Goh, who was the president and COO of Advanced Info Service AIS in Thailand, will join the telco as CEO designate on November 1st before officially succeeding Gokhan Ogut, who completes his service on November 30th. In a filing with the local bourse, Maxis said that prior to AIS, Goh was the MD of Singtel's home business. Before that, he was CEO of Tanjong's entertainment division. He was also previously COO for consumer business at Astro and has held various regional and global positions at Citibank at London, Kuala Lumpur, Taipei and Tokyo. He is a graduate of the University of Pennsylvania's Management and Technology Dual Degree Program and holds a Bachelor of Applied Science, Computer Science cum laude and a Bachelor of Science in Economics cum laude from the university's Wharton School. He obtained his Master's in Business Administration from the University of California, Berkeley and attended Harvard Business School's Advanced Management Program. Maxis' share price was unchanged at the close at 3 ringgit 80 cent, giving it a market capitalization of 29.76 billion ringgit. The Kuala Lumpur High Court has acquitted senior lawyer Tan Sri Muhammad Shafee Abdullah of all 4 charges of money laundering involving 9.5 million ringgit allegedly received from jailed former PM Datuk Sri Najib Razak and for making false declarations to the Inland Revenue Board. Judge Datuk Muhammad Jamil Hussain said the prosecution had failed to prove a prima facie case against Shafee, who was accused of receiving proceeds of unlawful activities via cheques issued by Najib. The charges were framed under Section 41A of the Anti-Money Laundering, Anti-Terrorism Financing and Proceeds of Unlawful Activities Act 2001. The judge said the prosecution could not prove that the cheques were in fact proceeds of illegal activity. Muhammad Jamil added that the prosecutors had also failed to establish predicate evidence that Najib or anybody else was linked to unlawful activity, and upon acquitting Shafee, ordered the lawyer's passport to be returned to him. It has yet to be confirmed if the prosecution will file an appeal. Former Youth and Sports Minister Sadiq Abdul Rahman has been ordered to enter his defence for all 4 charges in a criminal trial involving more than 1 million ringgit linked to Bersatu's youth wing, Angkatan Bersatu Anak Muda Armada. In delivering his decision today, Judicial Commissioner Datuk Azhar Abdul Hamid said he is satisfied that the prosecution had established a prima facie case. Following the ruling, Defence Counsel Gobind Singh Deo said his client will give evidence under oath and that the defence plans to call 15 witnesses, including Sadiq himself. The court set February 22nd to 24th, March 13th and 14th, and April 10th to 14th next year as trial dates. Sadiq faces 1 charge of abetting Armada's former Assistant Treasurer, Rafiq Hakim Razali, in committing criminal breach of trust, 1 charge of misappropriation of party funds and 2 money laundering charges. Speaking to the press after the decision, Sadiq said he looks forward to clearing his name in the court of law. Asked if he will compete and defend his seat in GE15, he said it would depend on the good people of Muar, though he will discuss the matter with his party first. Johor State Government's investments arm, Johor Corp or JCorp, is taking Damansara Holdings private by proposing a selective capital repayment (SCR) of 80 cents per share to its property arms board. The SCR of 80 cents apiece, a total payment of 43.25 million ringgit, is nearly 82% higher compared to the last traded price of 44 cents before the stock was suspended from trading. At 44 cents, the company is valued at 143.78 million ringgit. According to a filing with the local bourse, the SCR is jointly proposed by J-Corp's subsidiary J-Land Group, Sindora and Gunting Malaysia, which collectively hold 272.71 million Damansara Holdings shares, or an 83.46% stake. The proposed exercise will affect minority shareholders, collectively holding 54.07 million shares, equivalent to a 16.54% stake. J-Land said the issued share capital of Damansara Holdings will shrink to 272.7 million shares, which will be held by the trio from 326.78 million shares currently. Addressing its plan on delisting the company, J-Land reasoned that the SCR provides an opportunity for J-Corp to consolidate Damansara Holdings into its group of companies and expand the capabilities and footprints of its property and facilities management business, which it noted may involve related party transactions, such as removing or injecting certain assets into the property company. It also represents an opportunity for J-Corp to strengthen Damansara Holdings' core existing business and subsequently improve the financial performance of the company. An industry expert believes Gunting Malaysia's bid to finance Gunting Macau could very well wipe out the entire borrowing capacity of the group, which is currently also bidding for a downstate license in New York. In an opinion piece published in industry magazine Inside Asian Gaming, gaming industry expert and media publisher Andrew W. Scott said, finance experts consulted for his article estimate that a combined Gunting Malaysia Macau had the ability to raise around $2.5 billion or 11.8 billion ringgit to finance its bid. This, he said, would max out the borrowing power of the group, which would likely need around $1 billion to $1.5 billion to finance its downstate New York ambitions. Plus, it's possible that $2.5 billion may not even match a lowball bid from one of the smaller incumbent concessionaires. Scott pointed out that over the past 20 years, each of the incumbent concessionaires has spent an average of around $7 billion on at least 2 integrated resorts apiece, and that even the smallest of the 6 spent just under $5 billion on construction cost.